I don't know if this is possible to do in, the current state of Marvel as it was in, what, like 2019 when this came out, 2020, especially with COVID. But if it were me, if I had any say at the writing table, I honestly might have said to put WandaVision later in Phase 4. I would have maybe started it with Captain America or Loki, and then somehow set up the fact that Wanda was going rogue in some other series. Like if we, I don't know if they talk about it during the Winter Soldier. To be fair, so I don't know. They might have just did that, and I don't know. But it would have been cool to see like Falcon and Bucky interacting in that show, and somehow they like hear about Sword and Monica Rambeau, and Jimmy Woo from like Ant-Man or something like that. And then they hear about Wanda, but they just can't really help because I mean, Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Like, what are they going to do against Wanda, right? I don't know. I feel like for me personally, I would have liked to seen a bit more setup to WandaVision, because just being thrown straight into WandaVision right after Spider-Man No Way Home, or Far From Home, sorry, it's kind of jarring, in my opinion. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. But I don't know. I don't think it takes away from the quality of the show. Um, it's not really my favorite thing. It's just not my cup of tea. Just felt really jarring throughout, with like the different styles and how one moment you would get like a normal sitcom episode of Wanda and Vision living their life like normal, then like out of nowhere the tone would shift and you'd get some character acting really serious for like 5 seconds and Wanda being confused, and then all of a sudden in the next episode it switches to Sword and you're like, who are these people? And it's like, oh, it's like two or three different shows going on at the same time basically. Just fine. It's just not my cup of tea. I've only seen maybe 2 episodes of Captain Falcon or Captain America. Falcon. What is it? Falcon and the Winter Soldier. One with Sam Wilson and Bucky. That seems alright. I did see Captain America 4, Brave New World, so I do know, generally how that show's gonna pan out. Probably. I don't know, I just like the idea of watching Sam train to be Captain America. Feeling like he doesn't deserve it, basically. I did watch Loki as well. I have seen all of season 1. And I would say I much preferred Loki to either of those. But I would definitely say WandaVision, my least favorite so far. Past those, I have seen a little bit of the movies and the shows after that. I've seen a couple episodes of Moon Knight. I just didn't get to finish it, so I don't really know how it goes. I saw like the first 2 or 3 episodes of it, maybe. saw The Eternals. I thought that was fine. I'm gonna have to watch it again to really understand why people hate it so much. When I watched it, I thought it was fine. It wasn't like the best Marvel movie, but I thought it was fine. I saw Guardians 3, which I enjoyed. I saw that one in the theaters, so that definitely helped the experience, I would say. And I think that might be it. I didn't see the Marvels. I didn't see Deadpool. I didn't see She-Hulk or Daredevil. There's a couple of shows I didn't even know existed until like a couple days ago. Like, what's the one with like, the Wolfman or whatever? I remember seeing the thumbnail. It had like Wolf in the title, and it had like a silhouette of some guy turning into a werewolf or something like that. Wolf by Night, that's the one. I didn't even know that existed until like a couple days ago. I didn't know Echo existed until a couple days ago. I don't know what either of them are about, so I guess I'll find out. Oh, you know what? I did see Black Widow. I did see that movie. I'm gonna have to watch that one again. I don't really remember what happens in it, but I did see it. I haven't seen Ant-Man. I have not seen Loki Season 2. Like I said, I did see Brave New World, so yeah, I did see that one. And I have not seen... Oh, you know what? I did watch Hawkeye. I completely forgot about Hawkeye. I did see one of Hawkeye. You know what? Maybe it's like a 50-50 split. What I have and haven't seen across both phases. Yeah, I did see Doctor Strange as well. I kind of forgot about that movie, but I did see that one. So yeah, never mind. Maybe it's pretty even then, from what I have and have not seen. Just coming back to me now that those shows and movies exist. There is still, you know, a good amount that I need to see, so I'm gonna be binging all that for a while. I've not seen Thunderbolts, but I know they're not going to release it for another couple months on Disney Plus. So I know I've got time to catch up. And I do want to see Fantastic Four. If I can see it in the theaters, that'd be great. I haven't gone to see a Marvel movie in theaters in a long time. The last MCU film I think I saw in the theaters, I guess, was Guardians. I did say that I saw Guardians in theaters, which is true. But before that, I think it was Endgame. I saw Spider-Verse in theaters, if you count that. I know that's not in the MCU, but, you know, it's a Spider-Man film. Yeah, I want to say the last one I saw in theaters was Endgame. Maybe Spider-Man. No Way Home. Maybe that one. But I want to say it was Endgame and then Guardians 3. Well, if I can catch Fantastic Four in theaters when it comes out, that'd be awesome. But like I said, I want to catch up on everything before I even watch that, so I might not even be caught up in time. Sorry, I'm having to lock in a little bit here. We're on a good run, but I think it might get me in a minute here. Yeah. That was a good run, though. That was the closest we've gotten so far. I don't know if there's anything we can do right now to improve our chances. Oh. No, that's a total lie. I already forgot. We should have made those other weapons. Totally forgot about that. Let's go ahead and do that. We're going to need those. We're going to need area light and heat prisms. And I believe we can just craft all of these at the anvil, maybe? Yep, there they are. Pulse pistol is a magic weapon. Probably going to end up replacing base gun, if anything. And taser is a ranged weapon. Okay. I'll see if I want to use that at all. Go to the jungle. Start searching for a boomstick. Go ahead and keep the bullet-filled shotgun on us for outside of the boss. Right here. Yeah, that seems fine. Alright, I'm pretty sure we need to charge these things up. Charging station. Just have a bunch of these. Plop those in there. Do that. I'm not a huge fan of these weapons. I haven't really used them ever. My Revengeance playthrough. So I'm not like super familiar with them. But from what I've seen, they're not like game breaking, so I don't really know if I'm going to use them, but we'll try them out. See, the pulse pistol, oh, okay, so it's just a improved laser gun, basically. Improved space gun. The thing with these weapons is that you'll have this, this little, like a charge meter down here that's displayed on the screen all the time. And once it reaches 0, you have to go back to the charging station and recharge it if you want to use it. It's kind of my big reason not to use them. I'm just so used to not having durability in this game that having any kind of durability is kind of a shock to me, but we can try it out still. I don't see a real reason not to use this thing over the space gun. Hey, look at that. Crazy. The sound it makes is really satisfying, though. That's cool. And a taser. Shoots a hook that attaches to enemies and electrocutes them before returning. Only meant for low-ranking guards. Okay. Oh. Interesting. But could we, like, hook this on a boss and just put it there? Kind of. Oh, wow. Okay. Kinda works. Now we have to kind of sacrifice crowd control or just straight DPS on the boss, but I mean, that's taking a lot of her health out, right? Like, look at that. Kinda good. Kinda good. We also do have to kind of be accurate in our aiming. It's not the easiest thing on this boss fight. Yeah, we're already a quarter way through the fight. Pretty quick. Okay. Alright, I see the vision. Now, I did see the pulse pistol in its description. It said that these shots do arc other enemies. So this might also work against Queen Bee because of all the, you know, minions she spawns. But obviously it's got infinite ammo when we use our magic outfit, so it's good to hear that sound for like 10 minutes straight, basically. Okay, this is also doing a good amount of damage. Gonna have to keep an eye on charging both of these weapons then. Okay. That's pretty interesting. I wonder then if maybe the weapons scale a bit higher as we get further into the game. What I mean by that, if that didn't make that much sense. So, they kind of imply that the guns and the weapons from the labs are kind of good because of the fact that you need to charge them, right? So you can't just use them infinitely, meaning there must be some kind of like a benefit to them, because otherwise why would I use them when I could just use a better weapon for free, right? So it doesn't really seem like we get like that much of a benefit from them right now. Don't get me wrong, they are good weapons. Like, we are kind of tearing through Queen Bee right now, but we just don't get much trade-off for using, you know, these guns over something like the Gale Force, you know? So I wonder, as we progress through the game and we get more of those laboratory weapons later on from more complicated schematics, I wonder if those weapons get even better as the game goes on relative to the other weapons at that point in the game. Like I said, there wouldn't really be much of a reason to use these laboratory weapons if they weren't, like, a step above other weapons. I don't know. Might be wrong about that. I might not be. I don't know. So this one does, I think, more damage in general, like more DPS than that pistol, but it is definitely harder to use, and it kind of leaves us open to attack a bit more than the pistol does. If we're able to use this thing right though, then I don't know, this might be able to beat the boss for us. This sucks it doesn't ricochet to other enemies or anything like that. Come on. Ugh, okay. Let's go and look for that boomstick. We'll take the next however long in the stream is. Just, trying to kill her, basically. I've underestimated you, Queen Bee. Would have thought that we should have beaten you already, but apparently not. Definitely underestimated you. Be able to find a boomstick pretty quickly though, if you're able to find one in the jungle. No, we've got extra mining speed here. We've got splunker potions, splunker power, I should say. And we have Inferno power now, so these bees shouldn't be as much of a threat as they used to be. It's gonna have to dig around for a while until we find some jungle chests. Anklet of the Wind. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and try to make a boomstick with gold. I tried iron, but I didn't try gold. Or silver. I don't know why. Just kind of crossed my mind right now. Let me try these first before I continue. The Spark Spreader, Crackshot Colt, I believe is a reference to Ultra Kill, actually. Sounds cool, but I don't know if I'll be able to use that well. I don't see a boomstick on here though, so that is out. Yeah, okay, gold and platinum are out. Silver. Oh, here. Copper, maybe? I doubt copper, but worth a shot. Yeah, I didn't think so. Okay. Oh, maybe if I use musket balls? Sometimes musket balls get used in recipes. Maybe I can try that. Oh. Alright. Gonna have to find it. don't think it'll take us too long. If it does end up taking us, you know, that long, then it's just probably not available to us right now. Kind of a shame. It's the way it goes sometimes. Gonna have to wipe down my desk after this. Can't try to get into my coffee still. Haven't had a chance to dump it out. I don't have a I don't have a liquid trash can next to me. I think going forward, I think we can honestly use the taser and the pulse pistol to take down Queen Bee. And use the taser during the first part, or at least the first quarter of the fight. Switch over to the pulse pistol. We'll just have to make sure to recharge both of them basically after every attempt. We're getting closer and closer though. But no, I think we're basically right there on the skill threshold, be able to outlast her, basically. Jungle chests. Not a boom pick. One? Oh. So there's ivy chests and there's rich mahogany chests. And I have no idea which one we would be looking for. If we would be looking for one in particular over the other. I guess I'll just keep an eye out for both.